Okay girls, this is our lecture 37. Here we are going to do torque on a current loop placed in a magnetic field, placed in a uniform magnetic field. Uniform magnetic field. Now a current loop behaves like a magnetic dipole, okay, which means there is a magnetic field around the current carrying loop and it has got a dipole moment M equal to IA. The dipole moment is given by current into area of the loop. So you can understand that dipole moment has the same direction as the area vector. Area you know is a vector quantity. Its direction is along the outward drawn normal to the surface of the loop. Now the outward drawn normal can be outward or in that direction. So which is exactly the direction of the dipole moment? You will do it by right hand rule. The direction of the dipole moment can be found out by right hand rule. What we do is we curl the fingers of the right hand, then the thumb points in the curl the fingers of the right hand in the direction of current. Okay, we curl the fingers of the right hand in the direction of current, then the thumb points in the direction of the magnetic moment. Okay, we are curling the fingers of the right hand in the direction of the current, then thumb automatically points in the direction of the dipole moment. So it is inward. Okay, and the direction of dipole moment is from south pole to north pole. Okay, so this face of the loop is south pole and the other face of the loop, the back face of the loop, is the north pole. So this face is the south pole of the loop. Okay, so this is how the current behaves like a current carrying loop behaves like a magnetic dipole. Now torque on a current carrying loop. If this current carrying loop behaves like a magnet and it has got a magnetic field of its own, then when it is placed in an external magnetic field, how this loop is going to behave? Okay, what will happen to such a loop? So suppose we are having a magnetic field in this direction. Okay, this is how it is done in the book, so I'm doing it like this, but this is more complicated, this method. So anyways, I'm doing it like this because it is done in the book. And you are having, suppose initial position I'm showing like this. Try to understand and try to build up the concept first. Initial position is initial position of the loop. Suppose this is the direction of the magnetic field in the plane of the paper and this is how the loop is placed. Okay, this is a rectangular loop. Okay, it is a rectangular loop and it is placed like this. Placed like this. So my thumb, the side which shows the thumb is something like this. If that view is going to, and the other half is inside. The other half is inside. Okay, the other half is inside. Inside, cutting through the field. So it is something like this. This is the loop. My hand is showing, my palm is showing the loop, and this is the direction of the magnetic field in the plane of the paper. My palm is perpendicular to the plane of the paper. So what you can see here is that the plane of the loop is perpendicular to the magnetic field. What is the area vector? The area vector is always perpendicular to the plane of the loop, isn't it? What is the magnetic moment? Magnetic moment is of the same direction as that of the area vector. So if the current is flowing like this, if through the thumb it is flowing, upwards, it is flowing upward. Okay, through the thumb it is flowing upward and it is something like this. I may make it like this. Say I've shown the thumb and it is, the other side is inside like this. Other side is inside. Dotted line means inside, on the other side of the magnetic field. So my thumb is showing this is the direction of the current. It is not, this direction of the current is not in the plane of the paper. It is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and outward, because this is how the loop is. So the current flowing through the thumb is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and outward. Can you see? Is the thumb in the plane of the paper or perpendicular to the plane of the paper? It is perpendicular to the plane of the paper. Okay, and the loop is forming like this. Okay, these are the tip of my fingers. This is how through the little finger the current is flowing back, and this is how the current is flowing back. So through the tip of my fingers the current is flowing in this direction. Through the little finger the current is flowing back downward like this direction. So through the little finger the current is perpendicular to the plane of the page and inwards. So here the current is perpendicular to the plane of the page and outward. I put a dot over here, and current is perpendicular to the plane of the page and inwards. I may put a cross over here. So when the plane of the loop, I'm trying to build up the concept here. When the plane of the loop is perpendicular to the magnetic field, or perpendicular to the plane of the loop, which is the area vector or the magnetic moment, has the same direction as the magnetic field. Okay, when the perpendicular to the, can you see the perpendicular to the plane of the loop? What is the direction? Isn't it this direction? The same. So when M and B are parallel to each other, what will happen to the forces? Okay, what is the force over here? The force over here will be in which direction? Apply Fleming's left hand rule. The current is, this is, first you align the forefinger in the Fleming's left hand rule. Forefinger is in the direction of the magnetic field. The middle finger is perpendicular. It is not in this direction. It's not in the plane of the paper. It is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and outward. So the thumb is pointing in this direction. Okay, this is the forefinger which is pointing in the direction of the magnetic field. The middle finger is perpendicular to the plane of the page and outwards. So the thumb is pointing in this direction. That is the direction of the force over here. Now the same current is flowing. Okay, this is of length say L. So this side is also of length L. This side is of length B say. So this side is also of length B. Okay. So here the direction of the force will be, just again let us find out. This is align the forefinger in the direction of the magnetic field, then and the middle finger in the direction of the current. Current is perpendicular to the page and inwards here in this part, which is back side of the magnetic field. Okay, the back loop. The current is perpendicular to the plane of the page and inwards. This is the direction of the magnetic field. So thumb is pointing in this direction. This direction. Okay. Now their line of action, when the copy is like this, say this is the loop. Okay. So what is happening? This side the force is acting outward, that side the force is also acting outward. So suppose it is like this. Okay, this is the loop, and cutting through the loop is the magnetic field. So from here, from this side, it is outward, and from this side also this is outward. Okay, so will there be a net force acting on the loop? Because the line of action is also the same. The loop is like this, perpendicular to the plane of, perpendicular to the magnetic field. The magnetic field is cutting through the loop. So that is what I am trying to tell you over here, that their line of action, it is actually like something not up and down. These forces are not up and down. These forces are like this, F, and like this, F. Okay. Same, the forces over here will be upward like this, F, and downward like this. Say this is F1, F1, this is F2 and F2. So F2 and F2, they are equal and opposite, and their line of action is the same. F1 and F1 are equal and opposite, and their line of action are the same. Okay, so there is a net force on the the net force is 0 on this. But here in this case, when it is in the final position is something like this. The final position is something like this of the loop. Okay, here also the loop is cutting through the magnetic field. Okay, the loop is cutting through the magnetic field. So here see, the loop has made an angle theta with its initial position, or the axis of the loop, which is perpendicular to the plane of the loop, has made an angle theta with the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, the loop is like this. The loop was previously like this and the magnetic field was in the plane of the paper. Now the loop has tilted like this. Loop was previously like this, cutting through the magnetic field. Okay, and can you see the direction of the forces? It is perpendicular to the palm and perpendicular to the back side of the palm, and the line of action are the same. Same here, the tip of the fingers, the force is like this, and the bottom is like this, and the line of action are the same. Now this is the initial position of the loop. Now this is the final position of the loop, where the loop has tilted a bit. So the axis of the loop, which is the perpendicular passing through the palm, is making an angle theta with the magnetic field. Okay, perpendicular to the palm is making an angle theta. Perpendicular to the palm is something like this. Perpendicular to the loop is something like this. This is the axis. Okay, it will pass through like this, and it is making an angle theta with the magnetic field. Okay, so here now each side, this side is of length L. Each side of the loop will experience a force given by, if the loop is of length, if the side is of length L, so I L cross B. Do you remember the force acting on a current carrying wire placed in a magnetic field, I L cross B, and direction of this force is given by Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, we'll continue in the next video.